back to another Talk About It. Talk about it. Oh yeah. Talk about it. Talk about it. Tuesday. Now today we have a very exciting video. Today I'm going to be multitasking for you guys. So I am first going to be baking and showing you how to make the best peanut butter cookies with chocolate icing on top, while also answering your most asked questions on Instagram. Let's go ahead and just get right onto the video. All right, hey guys. So obviously we are in the kitchen now, little teleportation. And let me read you our recipe. So we're obviously going to be making peanut butter cookies. And I have a Q&A for you guys. So we need, if you want to follow along at home, here's what we're using. 2.5 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of butter, 1.5 cups of sugar, 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 cups of peanut butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I am so excited for this. And our first instruction is to preheat the oven to 350 and spray a baking sheet. So I'm gonna go do that and I will get right back to you with our first question. And then, so it says 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda and half teaspoon of salt. But let me tell you something. So we have these teaspoons, right? And I could definitely use them. But I have never actually used them, and if you have never said that you just kind of eyeballed it, then you're lying. So I'm literally just gonna take a pinch of everything. So, and I know this is don't follow my instructions, but be exact. But let's eyeball it. So there's our baking soda, there's our baking powder, and our salt. This is Mediterranean sea salt, guys. Special stuff. These are big chunks too, so I'm just gonna do a tiny bit. And then obviously we're going to whisk that all together. And let's get on to the next part. Alrighty, so I'm setting this bowl aside. And my next question is theater acting or on camera acting? I'm just getting next ingredients. So this is a hard question for me because I love both with my entire heart, right? Half of it's on camera, half of it's theater. So I don't really have an answer to this, so let me explain why. So theater I have so much fun with, and I feel like it's just, I mean, obviously I've run a theater camp. I think theater is so much fun, and I just think it's so much fun to bring a character to life. So I think theater is more fun, but on camera I also love to, because I feel like, I'm gonna be real, I can make a living out of on camera, and I feel like on camera is my strong suit, I would say. So that's kind of it's more fun, but then again, on camera is well, I can do that too. So that's where that comes in. And our next thing that we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be combining the sugar and the brown sugar in good old Betty Sue. So how much sugar do we need? I can't remember. 1.5 cups of sugar, so this is enough. I'm just using the 4th the whole time. 1, 2. Woo. Alrighty. And that's 1.5 cups of sugar. Oop. Let's try those up. And then we're gonna use our brown sugar and do 3/4. Alrighty, and after this, I will get back to you. Alrighty, so I'm going to be using a paddle to mix everything in this bowl. So we have our sugar and brown sugar in here. I'm going to mix it. While that's mixing, I think it's time for our next question. What is my color on the color chart? So if you don't know what the color chart is, it's basically everybody has a color. So I'll explain it in so many words. That looks dumb. So if I explained it and if I gave each one, so blue would be kind of shy and more down to earth. Green is peacemaker. Red is bold, wants to always be in charge, and yellow is fun, person at the party, right? So my color on the color chart is and so you can have 2 colors, right? So the first one is what you mainly are, and then your second one is your wing, I guess I would say. So it's kind of like Enneagram, but like they fall kind of together. So my colors are red, yellow. If you didn't know that, red comes first because I'm bold and bossy, and yellow second because I always love to have fun and I'm an extrovert. So yeah, our next little ingredient is we're going to, inside this mixing bowl, we are going to add the eggs, the vanilla, and the peanut butter. So I'm going to be cracking my eggs now. All right. Egg 1 and egg 2. And now I think it's time for another question. How many fingers does an alligator have? Killian, you're going to be hard with this. So, if I were to use logic, an alligator has 4 legs, right? And, oh, that's our oven. If an alligator has 4 legs, and like us, they have 5 fingers on each leg. 20, right? I'm gonna look up how many fingers an alligator has, and I will get back to you once I'm done with beating my eggs, my vanilla, and my peanut butter together. Alrighty, so I'm back, and everything is in the bowl, and I just looked up how many fingers an alligator has. And Killian, you are going, this is going to be mind-blowing to you. An alligator has 5 fingers. What? Google didn't even really explain it. I mean, they kind of did, but I didn't get it. So, you guys, go look up how many fingers an alligator has, and the answer's 5. It's so weird. What? So, while I'm mixing this, let's see what our next question is. Our next question is best Double Dog Dare group. Walker, I think it's the Hot Shots. If you know, you know. Next question. Okay, I get this question every time, and you know I can't answer this. And the next question is my favorite counselor, and guys, I don't have an answer for this. I love them all equally for different reasons. Like, I don't know, they just all have things that they're good at, they have strong suits, and that's why we all work together as a team. So yeah, next I'm going to be adding my 2 sticks of butter, and I'm going to be putting it in the microwave and melting it, and I'm going to add it into here. And then after that, I'm going to do my dry ingredients in, and we'll put these in the oven, and while these are in the oven, I'm going to be doing a lightning round of questions, so get ready for that. Alright, we're back. My melted butter is in, and I'm going to mix it. This is looking great, guys. So my next question is, what's my favorite song at the moment? So I wrote these down because I would be able to remember them if I didn't. Either Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker, classic. Rock me, mama, like wagon wheel. You know that song? Or Rescue You by Lauren Daigle. I will rescue you. You know that song? If you don't, great songs. You should listen to them. And my next question, I actually have a lot of answers for this, so I'm going to be answering it while I'm pouring in our flour mixture into this. So my next question is, I have a lot of answers, I already said that. So the next question is, what are my pet peeves? Guys, there are so many. These aren't all of them. A lot of things annoy me. Okay, there's flour in there. I wrote these down too. Number 1, slow walkers. If I'm in a hurry and I'm walking and you're walking slow in front of me, just let me cut in front of you. I don't like slow walkers. If they're like old people though, I can't blame them. Old people are adorable. Next pet peeve is short texters. Oh my gosh, this annoys me so much. I'm a long texter and I send paragraphs and paragraphs to people. So like when I ask how are you, for example, I expect you to send me a paragraph back. Or when I send a paragraph to someone, I don't expect you just to say K back. Does that annoy anyone else? When somebody's like, K? And I'm like, I just spent 20 minutes writing a paragraph to you. And you just responded with 1 letter. I don't know, that annoys me. When someone's on their phone during like something really important, like, okay, I'm probably guilty of this. Not this, but like church, when someone's on their phone during church, or like, I don't know, something like important that they should definitely not be on their phone. Like while we're hanging out, okay, fine. Like, or like during a movie in a movie theater. Oh my gosh, that annoys me. I'm like, dude, get off your phone. What's so important? Okay. My next one. Oh, so okay, I've had this one before COVID, so this isn't a COVID thing. But when someone coughs or sneezes, like without covering their mouth, is it like, okay, this is not COVID. I mean, it is, but it isn't, you know? Ooh, this looks good, guys. So, like, when you cough or sneeze, out of common courtesy, ooh, I just spilled flour everywhere. Darn it, okay. Out of common courtesy, there is particles of germs coming out of your mouth. If I were you, I would cover your mouth, okay? Like, not like with a mask or anything, but like this, right? Because you can hear the snot coming out of their nose. Oh my gosh, that one really annoys me. And then my last one is my biggest pet peeve, and it's probably the most simple: laziness. I don't like when people are lazy. I know I'm guilty of this too, but especially when I'm passionate about something, or like a school project, when somebody's like, they just expect me to do all the work. I'm like, we're partners. You're gonna be doing too. And they're lazy, and then I end up doing everything. That annoys me. Alrighty. Well, I got through all of my pet peeves, and it looks like my battery's pretty much done. So I'm going to grab my cookie sheets. Alright, so now I have my grease baking sheet with this. Let me move my stuff. Hold on. Okay, so I have my grease baking sheet, and so it's gonna get a little messy. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I'm gonna spray some cooking spray on my hand, like Pam. This just says off-brand Pam. To make sure, like, you know, greasy. But peanut butter's already pretty greasy, so it shouldn't. You don't need that much. And this dough is pretty good. So, just gonna take some balls and roll them out. This is pretty self-explanatory, if you ask me. What's my next question? Oh, my next question. I love this question. I don't remember who asked it though. So if you asked this, I'm sorry. I'm not giving you credit for it, but I loved it. Just know that. My next question is, if I could, what was it? If I could eat dinner with 2 famous people, dead or alive, who would they be and why? My goodness, this is such a good question. And answer this down in the comments. Who would you eat dinner with? I want to know why. Dead or alive, I would have to say, number 1, Hugh Jackman. Oh my gosh, he's like the coolest person ever. He's from Australia, first of all. Not that accent. He's an amazing actor. He just seems like a really nice, genuine person, you know? So Hugh Jackman, and I would have to also go with Jesus. Because, I don't know, he's Jesus. I would want to know, like, I don't know, that would just be so cool, right? Or, no, I think those are my 2 answers. Jesus and Hugh Jackman. I would have dinner with those 2 people. That would be such an awesome dinner, now that I think about that. What? Okay. Anyway, so after we get this dough rolled out, which I'm going to be a little while because I'm stalling, and it's going to take a little bit longer because I'm making big balls too. So once you get your dough rolled out on pans, you are going to then, I'll demonstrate this for you. I'm sure there's an actual name for this, but you're going to get a fork and you're going to do like here, I'll put up a picture. This thingy on it, so you're going to go this way and then this way on the cookies, because that's what peanut butter cookies are supposed to do apparently. So yeah, mine will probably take 2 to 3 baking sheets because I have a lot of dough. But yeah, and after that, I will come back to you. While my cookies are baking from 10 to 12 minutes, it's time for
lightning round,
where I answer questions at the speed of lightning. Let's just get right into it. Starting off strong, what scares me the most? Failure. Favorite TV show? Fuller House. Favorite role? The Genie. Favorite season? Fall. Show I'm most proud of writing? Scooby-Doo. Favorite show that I've been in? Frozen. What stresses me out the most? Besides school, it would be Camp Caroline. What brings me the most joy? Camp Caroline! What college do I want to go to? Georgia Tech. What do I want to major in? Film and broadcasting. And lastly, what is my favorite Bible verse? Isaiah 43:2. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. And that was lightning round with Caroline. Alrighty guys, so all of my cookies are out of the oven and I have answered all of the questions that I have today. So that means it's time for me to go, but after this I'm going to be putting some chocolate ganache on top. So I'll insert some pictures of those next and we will see you soon. Cut to future Caroline. Thank you guys so much for watching this really fun video, and stay tuned for April, guys, because in April, there's going to be some awesome Scooby-Doo content. See you next week. Bye, guys!